Hey YouTubers, it's Manix. This is my 14 weeks on testosterone video. I meant to do one at 12 weeks, but past couple of weeks have gone really fast. I've changed, well, not jobs, I still do the same job, but I've changed employers and am much better off because I'm actually getting more stable work. So things are going good at the moment, especially on the saving front. I'm able to do much better with that for my surgery in January, which is really cool. Changes. Voice has definitely dropped more. I'm looking forward to when it gets even deeper though, but the cool thing is I do pass all the time now. I did, pre-T I did pass until I spoke, and then then people would, be all sorry and didn't realise you weren't a boy or whatever, which was really hard. So that was where a lot of my anxieties came from, was my voice. So the fact that it's dropping and people are actually reading me as male is really cool. The way that women are talking to me and treating me and all that is really different and is kind of awesome to see and get that, as it was never like that before, and I don't feel as awkward now. I've gotten more hair growth, my legs are a lot hairier, I'm getting a lot more hair now on my thighs as well, it's getting hairier up there. My arm hairs are getting darker and they've actually come around further, so before they kind of stopped here and now it's coming all the way down here. And yeah, just darker up here. I do have moustache, still growing in slowly. I've got hairs in under here now. There's some really long ones. They're just long black one on its own, and then I've got like little whiskers coming in through here that you won't be able to see on here because you kind of need to look at it in person. But I get in the mirror and I'm like, oh, really cool. I love it. The thing I want to talk about this week, because I haven't really done much, but just kind of say changes and that I've been feeling good and all that, is tell you about how I came out to family and close friends. So I'll start with, I sectioned it up. I have my parents, my mum and dad, and then I have an older brother and a younger sister. So what I did was I sectioned it up, so I was just telling my parents first, and then once I had them on board, I was able to tell my brother and sister with them. So I took a lot of time to think about how I was going to tell them, what I was going to say. I did a lot of research on whether or not it was classed as something medical within when you're developing in the womb. Found some positive arguments on that. So because my mum's a nurse, I kind of went with that when I was telling her, because I just felt she would accept that a little bit more. So anyway, I got my mum and dad together and I took them out to a cafe that I'd never been to before, that wasn't a place that we frequent. So there wasn't going to be any feelings about me coming out about this attached to that and make them hate going to that place or whatever. So I took them there and we sat down and they ordered breakfast and I couldn't eat because I was so freaked out. And I just basically told them that I had been seeing a psychologist about gender identity issues. And my parents knew I was already seeing a psychologist, but they didn't know what for. So I told them that, and then I told them how I had been feeling my whole life and how I still am feeling, and that I needed to get it off my chest and actually be who I always felt I was. My mum kind of sat there stunned for a moment. It just took a little bit to get through her brain. My dad straight away was just like, okay, you're my child and I love you, and as long as you're happy, I'm happy. He's had previous friends that were transgendered or worked with transgendered people in his, well, he did security at the time, so I knew he would be okay with it. His upbringing was pretty good, so in the open area about gays, lesbian, transgendered, and all that kind of stuff. My mum, even though she's a nurse, when I was younger and came out as being gay, she didn't take it very well. But 10 years down the track and she's a lot more open to things. It's amazing how age can change the way people think. Then I wanted to tell my brother and sister pretty much straight away, but it's very hard to try and get all my family together at one time because we're all very busy individuals with our own different jobs and lives. So the next time I was able to get us all together was 4 months down the track on my birthday. We all went out for dinner and I gave my parents a heads up and said, look, I'm going to tell them tonight. And they were all cool with that. And so at the end of the night, after having dinner and when we were taking a bit of a walk, I just said to my brother, look, I've never felt like a girl. I'm transitioning from male to female and I'd prefer to be called Manix and male pronouns. Sister opened straight away, just great, love it. Always knew there was something going on, just wasn't sure what it was. Brother, he accepts it, but him and I have this love-hate relationship where we just don't talk to each other for a long time, and then we might get chummy for a while, and then whatever. But he's okay with it, you know, no abuse or anything like that, so it's okay. And then the next people I needed to tell was my godchildren's parents. I was a little bit worried about it. They had always been open about me being gay, you know, like they were okay with all that, but I wasn't sure how they'd feel about me wanting to transition. So I wanted to talk to them alone in person because I prefer to do things in person, but they have 3 teenage kids and my three godkids who are 4, 2 and 1. So they've always got kids around, and I didn't want to talk about it in front of their kids because I wasn't sure if they would want them to know. So instead I sent them an email, both of them the same email at the same time, titled to both of them in both emails. So neither of them could get annoyed at the fact that one had received it and one hadn't. I sent it. 5 minutes later, I got a phone call from them just saying that they were proud of me for this decision, that they fully accept it, and they always thought that, you know, there was definitely something more than just being gay. So, you know, I had to tell them to make the decision whether they wanted me to still be in their children's lives, and they were all happy with it. Straight away, name change was awesome. They got onto it straight away. Pronoun change was awesome. They got onto it straight away. My little 4-year-old goddaughter is the best out of all of them. If anyone trips up, she lets them know straight away that I'm not a girl, I'm actually a boy, and my name is Manix. And I can't love her more than I do for that. She's just awesome. She's my little soldier. And my godson, who's 2, he'd only just started calling me by my birth name this year, so it was a little bit hard to get him to just kind of understand that I wasn't going by that name anymore. I had to kind of just ignore him every time he said that name, and then when he used the right name, I reinforced it by going, yes mate, or what's up Riker, or whatever, you know. And so he's got it really well now, and the smallest one, she's not speaking yet, but she's only ever really heard my name now, so that'll definitely, I'm sure, be the name that she's going to call me by. And then just quickly, other people, I didn't tell anyone really. Most other people are acquaintances, so I changed my name on Facebook to the name that I use now, and if people asked, I told them in private message. If they didn't, then I don't care. And others have just found out through networking, you know, they just find out through my other friends or whatever that no one I'm comfortable to tell. Acquaintances, I just don't feel the need to tell. Anyway, I hope that's helpful to you guys. I'll think of whatever I'm going to tell you next time, maybe just about the process I took to start taking testosterone and all that. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a good one. Bye.